Welcome back to the Daily Crypto Market Update. Bitcoin is looking amazing. Yesterday, Sunday, moving up 1.27%, but more importantly, not only are alts doing a TBO springboard bounce, literally Bitcoin did, falling right here to the TBO Fast line and going right up here to resistance, which is currently at $120,000. This is crazy. And again, I understand that a lot of you may have missed out on buying the dip. Don't feel bad, especially if this is your first bull run with crypto. You've already been programmed by PTSD to freak out and panic at every dip because let's be real, guys. Let's zoom out. I'll take out the indicators because we don't even need them. This has not been an easy market to trade. It really hasn't. We've had so many flash crashes. We've had so many FUD events. Think of all the tariff trade stuff, like with Trump. Think of Israel and Iran, that strike that happened. But the reality is that once you do this for a little bit amount of time and you start to expect bad news, you start to expect dumps, you start to expect FUD events to happen, whether it's Galaxy Digital selling 80,000 Bitcoin or all these Genesis legacy wallets selling Bitcoin, whatever the news is, whatever the FUD is, when we're in a bull market, you know to buy the dip. Even me, when things are dipping and I'm making a video with a very bold claim saying, I'm buying the dip. And I was, and I'm happy that I did. But trust me, even in the moment, I'm going, oh boy, all right, well, I hope this goes well. But this proves why I love the trending breakout indicator. This thing right here, the TBO, because the slow line gives me the confidence to buy the dip. That's why I talk about this so much. When you are in trend trading strategy day in and day out, and you follow the strength of the trend and you recognize the strength of the trend, you have confidence to buy the dip. No matter if we're having a red close on a Friday and then all of a sudden a green close on Monday. Now, for all of you that are paying attention to that, you should recognize that with the CME, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, there was a gap. Now, this gap is the most bitty baby gap ever. And I'm a little bit frustrated, to be honest, because Friday's dip was a little bit scary. Not gonna lie, it was a little bit like, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. But the CME gap actually moved, which I'm a little bit confused about because it was like 114 something, and then it actually has moved up, which is weird. But what's more frustrating is that the pullback on Friday didn't even close the gap. And we have a new gap open from Friday to today on Monday. So the gap that we have right now is at 119,880. It's not that far. Actually, technically, the price has already filled it if we're going to go off of price action here. And this is the part where it's like, yeah, the low here is 114. So essentially, the gap has been filled according to Binance, and the gap's been filled here according to Binance again. So let's just pretend it's filled. Ethereum also has a gap. From Friday's close to Monday's open. It had a great weekend. Sunday, yesterday, up 3.5% on a low liquidity weekend day, which is awesome. The main thing I wanted to share with you, actually, when it comes to both of these charts for Ethereum and Bitcoin, is volume. You guys know I'm a big stickler about volume. I care a lot about it. And it's normal to see volume low for the weekends, which is what happened yesterday for Ethereum, which is what happened for Bitcoin. I actually want to check the index to see. Yeah, it's the same. And it's normal to see volume really low. Keep in mind, volume was insane last Friday, especially on this chart. We're looking at more than 3 times the average volume in a single day, which is just insane. It's so much, guys. It's not normal. So something big is cooking. Now, the most exciting thing that's happening right now for Ethereum compared to BTC is that Ethereum is now moving up higher and higher. And it has another CME gap right here at $4,041, which from the current price is just about 4% away. It'll probably hit that today or this week, which is exciting. But the thing to watch is how will Ethereum react? This has been a very strong level of resistance up here for a long time, ever since February 2024. So this range right in here and it's already moved above this level of 3,700 or so. It really needs to push above this top target here, 4118, or rather 4107, identified by the TBO, this dotted line right here, which is TBO resistance. I really want to see Ethereum do it. I'm going to stop talking because I don't want to say anything else. I really want to see Ethereum do that. Volume looks incredible. It already has amazing momentum. Closing the CME gap would be great. And just pushing above these levels would be insane. It will do so much to help the crypto market pump higher. Stablecoin dominance. We saw on Thursday, right here, and Friday, these big upper wicks that were causing a lot of fear and panic in the markets. Hence the exaggerated thumbnails, which I'm having a lot of fun with, obviously. The main things to watch now with stablecoin.d, and again, ping TradingView. They literally took away all of our chart data before May. I have no idea why they did this, but whatever, it's okay. So that's why we're looking at combined stablecoin dominance and this stable.c.d chart. The main thing to watch is, will Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to lead the rally, which will take away dominance from stablecoins back into crypto? And will we see stablecoin dominance drop below support right here at 6.88%? Because that would be incredible. We have seen a big increase here for RSI, which is great. Now we need to see if it's going to fall lower. What we really want to see next is a low all the way back down here below 25, or better yet, below this low. It's going to be hard to beat that. Personally, I don't think that's possible, but anything's possible in crypto. Looking here at the combined stablecoin chart of USDT and USDC, literally there's like 1.15% difference here, so it's still a good chart to look at and to watch. The main thing that I'm again excited about, and I kept talking about over and over, is this slow line. Again, same concept with Bitcoin, same concept right here for stablecoin dominance, and this line right here is starting to curl down even more. Now, yes, I'm zooming in, so it's going to exaggerate that hump a lot. So when I'm zoomed out, it doesn't look that huge, but trust me, the fact that this is pointing down at all is so good. Now, we want to see stablecoin dominance drop below, on this chart, 5.77%, and absolutely plummet all the way down here. There is support at about 4.93%, or historical support here, 4.94%. This is the level to watch. This is our target zone for a bounce, some sort of an end to the rally. Bitcoin dominance also fell over the weekend, which is amazing. Yes, we saw a huge spike on Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday dropped 0.66, Saturday, Sunday, and then today it's down again, showing and proving my point that altcoins really don't care what Bitcoin's doing. They just want to pump. It's like that Cyndi Lauper song, They just wanna pump. Okay, that's exactly verbatim the lyrics of that song. Go ahead and listen to it. You're welcome. Total E50, proving the point again about a TBO springboard bounce. Yes, in the moment, no one wants to buy the dip. But the reason why I share this stuff with you guys, and I go way more in depth in the Better Traders Club on this technique, especially in bull markets, is because no one wants to buy into the fear. Everyone's afraid, everyone's sidelined, everyone's watching. But using the TBO, we get a target for helping us to find a good entry. Now, we can't necessarily buy total E50, which is the crypto total market cap, excluding the top 50 coins. But again, this is a great entry. We got 2 chances on Thursday and Friday, and the market cap has increased 8%. There are coins that have shot up so much higher. Guys, if you struggled with the recent pullback, it's okay. There will be plenty of other pullbacks. And to be honest, I'm not trying to freak you out. That was the most grandma level pullback I've ever seen. Absolute nothing. Seriously, that was a cakewalk. If you look back at the chart for Bitcoin back in 2021, we had our first major pullback. That was a 30% pullback. We saw so many longs liquidated during that. That's a real pullback. What we just experienced was a little bit of a tremor. That was like Godzilla farting, okay? It's pretty big, but you don't want to have Godzilla roar and absolutely demolish the city, right? That's going to be coming up next. If you're coming out of this unscathed, good for you. But guess what? This isn't going to be the last one. And eventually we will top out in this market. The reason why I always talk about our courses is because I don't just show you how to trade. I give you tools to help you understand how to overcome yourself as a trader, trading psychology, rules and techniques that you can use. Plus, I help you understand exit strategy. No one's talking about this. I shared a video yesterday about my top target for Solana. I'm a little bit nervous that more people aren't angry at the video and more people are complacent with the price, which makes me feel like we're closer to finishing the bull market. But the main point of what I'm saying is that we are going to come to an end of the bull market. It's going to happen. We're going to enter a bear market. There's no market that just goes up and to the right forever. There will be a correction. There will be a bear market. It will hurt a lot. What are you going to do? How are you going to prepare for it? What are you going to do with all the profits you've earned right now? This is why we have these courses to help you. And the best one to start with is 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom. It is not 15 minutes long, but the idea is to reduce the time that you spend trading to just 15 minutes a day. It comes with one-on-one coaching. It comes with automated and active trading strategies focusing on the Altrady platform, which I love, and our free signals that are available on Altrady. Plus, you get a 1-month trial to the Better Traders Club, the trader tier, which includes access to the TBO indicator that I was just talking about before. Now, I can't help but love stuff like this. This was shared in the Better Traders Club in our show and tell section by Esposal, saying, it took some time and quite a bit of money for me to understand and refine my DCA bot, something that I love and something that I teach. Over the past 4 months, I've been in the club as the starter tier. Nothing wrong with that. And today I moved up to trader. Woohoo! I'm confident this growth curve will accelerate much faster from now on. Now they're using 3 commas, but this is awesome. Like you can see, and this is what I love to see for DCA bots is slow, steady accumulation. It's awesome. Now over here on Altrady, I want to give you a little bit of a heads up. A lot of those positions that I shared have closed, which is great. Now we have some new opening ones. And yes, I have my position here on SPX. It closed and I walked away with a good little chunk of profit. And yes, it's going up higher and I'm buying again. I'll tell you why in a second. We also have other positions. I'm really excited to share these with you, but I'm getting ahead of myself and I need to go over here to look at our picks for today. So before I get into this, you guys are awesome. Thank you for everyone that's subscribed recently. Make sure that you hit notifications, you turn them on, and help me get to 100,000 subscribers on this channel this year. It's completely possible, and you're the best person to do it. So share this video with friends and family that are interested in crypto trading or even in just learning about crypto a little bit or charting, technical analysis, all that stuff. Share the videos. It will really help to grow and explode the channel. So let's take a look at today's picks. Starting off first with XRP. Now, you're going to hear the words TBO Springboard Bounce over and over and over. I'm not going to shorten it. It's just what it is. And essentially, it's the pullback technique that I just talked about with Bitcoin. And we saw this happen all over the place here on Thursday and Friday for XRP. And what we do is once this happens, we're looking to take profit just below resistance, which is plotted at 355. But it doesn't hurt to take a little bit of profit out on the way up. It's already past the halfway mark, which is great. Solana, this one had a TBO springboard bounce, but it didn't quite touch the fast line. It is not recovering anywhere near as fast as I really want this chart to. It's a little bit annoying. But the main things to watch with these guys right here, and I have to go back over here, is volume. This is why these are red. This is important. Volume dropped dramatically for XRP on Saturday and Sunday, like way below the average. That's not a good sign of continuation. Solana, unfortunately, same story. Now, this is on par. Like you can usually identify weekends or pretty much the gaps that are right here. Saturday, Sunday. This is a Saturday. Sunday's above. Saturday, Sunday. It's not bad, but I really just want to see it shooting higher and higher and higher. Bitcoin Cash, not the same story at all. Actually, look at Bitcoin Cash's volume here, which is massive, 4 times the average. And why? Because Bitcoin Cash finally pushed above long-term overhead resistance yesterday. This is huge. Bitcoin Cash is on a tear. So wow, it's amazing. And look, TBO breakouts, it's a really messy breakout to be honest, but as long as the slow line is curling up, it's a great looking chart. Mantle, MNT. You guys seeing this? This is our TBO springboard bounce, pull back to the TBO fast line, and it's bounced up 12% so far. And it's also interesting because on Altrady, you guys remember this, I had a position back over here that closed for a total profit of like 32, 35% or something like that. Opened another long, and I was like, okay, we'll see how things go. Got stopped out, and it opened up another long again. This thing is ruthless. But I would love to see MNT shoot up higher. I'm going to continue to update you guys on this, but this is not the same as the free signals that I have on Altrady. These are all automated using the TBO indicator, this thing right here. So we'll see. Hopefully it does all right. PENGU, this one continues to slow down. It's not bad. And again, it's holding above the 786. Everything looks strong bullish. The main thing to watch here is volume and excitement and interest, which is kind of waning. Now, some of you asked for this chart Spark, and I usually don't look at new listings like this, but to be honest, this is the time to do it. I made a video a long time ago talking about the importance of new listings and the potential of making a lot of money trading them. And honestly, it's all about timing. We don't know when the market's going to be crazy bullish. And when things are super duper bullish, we will see new listings pump up 500%, 1,000%, 10,000%. There's no way to know which ones are or which ones are going to go that high, which ones are going to it's basically looking at exchanges. And when it happens, like when the conditions are perfect for everything to pump, these will pump crazy because there's no prior chart history. So right now, looking at the chart, the fact that it's moved up 500%, it's going to have a pullback. It was very much a pump and dump, but what's going to happen is eventually it will retrace back down. People will hate it or they'll forget about it. That's the time to start DCAing into it and catch the next leg up. Axel. This one had a great move here on Thursday and Friday, shooting up to the 236. This one is still super oversold, in my opinion. Zooming out to the weekly time frame, 2 TBT divergence signals here on the weekly. These are pro tier indicators, or is a pro tier indicator for the Better Traders Club. I really want to see Axelar pump big time. It just depends, but you know, when things get crazy like they did back over here, note the date, October 2023. This is when the Bitcoin spot ETF got teased. We saw AXL shoot up from 31 cents all the way up here to 272, 700% increase. When the conditions are right, things are just going to go. So don't discount it, especially with charts that have already done it once. The main thing to watch out for is don't get greedy. Don't think it's going to go up to that same exact price again. That's foolish. Have some take profit targets as you go up higher. Now, we need to check in on AAVE. This one had a TBO Close Long, which is this blue diamond right here. And this is exactly the same thing that happened last time. While these are bearish signals, they're actually kind of an interesting, there's a strategy you could use with them. And that when this is printed, basically you're betting that the price is going to return back up to the fast line. And that's your target. And I don't necessarily aim to, get right here and just hit the fast line and then hold on forever. It's really a short-term trade setup. But it worked out really well. Now we need to talk about some exciting breakout charts. BNB, the Binance token, 3 TBO breakouts in a row a couple weeks ago or last week. And then since then, it's shot up 16%. It's nothing. We saw a pierce on Wednesday last week of all-time high level of 793, and now it's up to 843. Yesterday, it popped up 6%. Look at the cloud. Like, this is primed to rocket. And on the weekly, it printed its 3rd TBO breakout. It's really spread out. But wow, like amazing. SUI here we go, on the daily time frame. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. On so many levels, wow. It's even gone up 2% since I was looking at this. 3 TBO breakouts on the daily time frame with a cloud like this after the pullback. Like, this thing is literally primed to go up to its previous all-time high, not to mention the fact that it moved above its previous local high here at about 434 yesterday. Like, that's insane. This level is crushed. It's absolutely demolished. We're going to leave it dashed just in case we get a pullback to it. But this is a crazy bullish setup. And volume continues to move the average up, which is great. Yeah, on balance volume, the moving average is pointing straight up. Like, this is so good. Let me show you why. The last time we got one of these, it wasn't even a perfect 3 in a row. Oh, wait, I take that back. 1, 2, 3, perfect 3 in a row in September 2024. And we saw SUI absolutely rocket up from there. About 270%. Now, there's no guarantee that it's going to go up that high, 270% specifically, but there are some good targets up here I mean, of course, it needs to take out the previous all-time high, but given this momentum, as long as nothing gets interrupted, I think it's possible. But we're looking at $7.30 and then $10, which is awesome. That's great. HBAR, this one has a TBO breakout that printed yesterday, which is very exciting. But more importantly, a new local high, which is awesome. Now, the cloud doesn't look anywhere near as bullish as SUI does, but that's okay. On the weekly, it's still looking good. On the 4-hour time frame, yeah, it's just short term. It doesn't matter. Guys, we're going to see so many charts pumping right now. Do you see this? The pullback to the TBO Fast line, that's our TBO springboard bounce. Insane. ENA, perfect 3 in a row TBO breakout. Friday up 27%. Saturday, Sunday, 1, 2, 3. Insane. CRO, this one also had its TBO breakout, the third one here on Friday. Over the weekend, 7% and then 2%. Massive. All right, now we need to talk about our TBO springboard bounces and check in on price performance. So here's AVAX. So we saw it respect TBO resistance, falls back down here to the fast line, bounces right back up. Boom. TBO springboard bounce done. Near. Almost there. TBO springboard bounce target. Injective. This one. Boom. Done. SPX. Oh yeah, this one is way done. It fell back here and it moved up there and it's actually going up higher. It made a new high. If you didn't notice this, by the way, SPX, I've told you guys, I don't care if the chart's chopping. I don't care if it looks bored. The fact that it's just inching up higher is so bullish. And on the 4-hour time frame, it printed a new TBO breakout cluster. Perfect 3 in a row, which is why on Altrady, I opened up a new position. Even though I took profit over here, I don't even care if it goes against me. I'm buying the dip because things are super bullish right now. This is me talking. This is what I'm doing. But I'm excited for SPX to go up more. We'll just leave it there. Doggy. Doge fell back to the TBO fast line, but it hasn't pushed up to resistance yet to complete the TBO springboard bounce. SHIB. This one is a very slow and frustrating mover. It is only up a little bit. And yes, I do have my position open. Thank you so much for reminding me about this. But you know what? Patience pays. And I'm going to wait for this position to hit my take profit targets and I'll be extremely happy because I've seen this happen so many times. It's ridiculous. Just stick to your trading plan. Again, stuff I talk about in our courses. Now, this is a request from you guys, Toshi. This is a meme coin on Coinbase, TBO springboard bounce, but it's been chopping a bit. Doesn't really matter. When the market picks up, it will hit its target up here at 71.10 or so. Volume is a little bit boring on the weekend, especially here on Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, that's kind of normal for the weekend, but there's really not a ton of demand on this. On the 4-hour time frame, the only good thing I can tell you, which is pretty amazing, is that there is a TBT divergence signal, this guy right here, which is a great signal that lets us know that we should see a nice push up. The last time we got one of these, just so you know, was back over here, perfectly plotting out the bottom. Not saying it's going to pump up 24% or anything like that, but it is a good sign. Now, WIF, this is one you guys know I've been watching for a while. I'm really excited about it. I think it has good potential. TBO springboard bounce, yeah, it's a little bit boring. But again, on Altrady, another automated long opened up here for WIF. Now, this one is very, very slow going, but if this one rips along with the market, again, this is hands-free. So like I did not open up this position. I didn't even know that it opened until this morning when I turned on my computer, which is crazy. That's why I love about automated trading. So I'm going to stay in the trend as long as I possibly can for this one on WIF. Pi, you guys remember this one? Oh, it disappeared. That's okay. It's a good point though. What I'm talking about is these, are these TBT bullish divergence signals, these triangles. There's actually a third one that was happening today, but we can't really confirm it until the day's candle closes. It might actually pop up. It just depends on price action. But the point being that Pi is oversold, it's neglected, it's hated, and people are probably thinking this one's not going to ever come back. Very similar feeling probably, but different market to Pump. Now, remember Pump, when I was talking about this one, I was saying on Friday, well, it kind of looks like a hammer. Well, that's pretty much what a hammer does. We see a reversal there. That was our low at 2,300 or so. Not saying that it's super bullish at all, but this should probably be at the bottom, mark the bottom at least. We want to see an RSI reset on the daily time frame. Volume is low because of disinterest and hate, but it's green Because on the 4-hour, we have 2 recent TBT bullish divergence signals, which is giving me confidence to buy the dip. I know. But trust me, I'm not buying something like this and hoping that it's just going to go right back up to its previous, rather listing high and go up higher. I'm just looking to buy the dip and make a quick trade. That's all. S. This was previously Sonic, I believe. I can't remember what it is anymore. So now it's just S. Let's just go with that. On the 4-hour time frame, TBT bullish divergence cluster. Now, I'm just talking about me. I bought more. As soon as I saw this morning, I bought more for myself because that's the decision I made. I'm not saying you have to do that as well. I am not an incredible trader. I'm a better trader, but I'm not like flawless and never make mistakes. I make plenty of mistakes, guys. But I'm looking at that going, I like those signals. I like the fact that it's oversold and it hasn't pumped yet. This is just one that I'm really stubborn about. That's probably going to hurt me a little bit, but I do think that S has a potential to go up here to 62 cents. Last but not least, HEX. Now, for all of you that have been watching and have been subscribed for a while, you guys remember when I talked about this last week on Thursday, or was it actually 2 weeks ago? Good Lord, that was 2 weeks ago. Anyway, there was a weird volume event where basically someone was testing the liquidity for HEX with the USDC market on Ethereum. And we saw, look at the volume here. So the average before that was 12,000, really low volume chart. HEX has literally become a meme coin. But the volume on Thursday was like 12x. The normal, like that's insane. And it's dropped down since then, which is normal. But the wicks right here, these are what I call predictive wicks. This clears out the order book. It shows the market, well, it can probably go up to this level. I actually bought some. And I'm so glad that I bought more because now what I've bought is up 65%. And I bought it because of the TBO Close shorts, not because of the liquidity wick. So even though I actually bought it here and the price went against me short-term 43%, right now that position is up 48%. Again, it's because I've been using the TBO for such a long time. I know what I'm doing. I've done this for years. And this is why I love trading crypto, because you can be such a bad trader. Sometimes I have the worst entries, but if you're patient and you follow your trading plan, and in a bull market, you know DCA, you follow DCA, you're gonna do just fine. It's insane. So please don't interpret me as boasting as like I'm the best trader ever. I make some really bad mistakes. I get some bad entries. I make some bad exits. But you know what's different about me compared to most of you is that I've learned to be satisfied with any amount of profit. I've learned that I'm going to stick to my trading plan no matter what. I'm going to protect my portfolio at all costs. This is all stuff that I talk about in this course, 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom. You guys, this bull market is still going. I think that we'll actually see August become green, even though the average says otherwise. I know it's crazy, but I'm optimistic thinking that we're going to go higher. We have a lot more to go as far as growing in this market, but understand that you need to stick to your trading strategy no matter what. Okay? That especially applies to exits when you're going to be taking profits on your positions. Now, for all of you that have just kind of stumbled on this video and you're like, what, Solana prediction? Like, what are you talking about? Watch this video right here. I just posted it yesterday. And until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.